Clad in his dress whites, Naval Academy midshipman Justin Zemser sat on Amtrak train 188, headed home to Rockaway Beach, New York. He was 20 years old, and forever will be. Inside the home of Justin's uncle, the phone rang, and Rich Zemser answered it.
We received the news that Eric, God almighty, that Justin was killed.
The train had crashed in Philadelphia after going twice the speed limit. The derailment in May 2015 injured 200 people and killed 8, including Justin. The NTSB found the section of tracks did not yet have a key safety technology called Positive Train Control, PTC, in place that could have overridden the engineer's commands and stopped the train. That location does now, but many other routes still do not.
It's going to happen, and God forbid there should be more deaths. They're putting people's lives at risk.
Brace. We felt the train-stopping force of Positive Train Control during a demonstration on board an empty SEPTA commuter train in Philadelphia, when an engineer ignored the system's screeching warning to slow down. And that was the PTC overriding your decision.
Exactly. They just took over and put the train in emergency.
So right now you're not doing anything?
I'm not doing anything. It just brought the train to a stop.
And now we're at a dead stop. Positive Train Control only works if all the pieces talk to each other. The locomotive must communicate with the tracks, nearby cell towers, rail operation centers, and work crews, using GPS, Wi-Fi, and secure radio transmissions. SEPTA General Manager Jeff Kneppel.
It was a very, very difficult challenge for our industry. In the last year, I have really seen our industry turn up the heat, and a lot of progress is being made. Some places had a tough start, but everybody is all in right now.
You mentioned turning up the heat. Members of Congress have turned up the heat.
Yes.
They were very angry.
You can go right ahead, keep killing people. It's totally unacceptable. The American public is tired of excuses.
Lawmakers are outraged because in 2008, Congress mandated PTC be in place by the end of 2015. It then extended the deadline for key benchmarks until the end of this year. Now we've uncovered most railroads won't have it fully operational and will need another extension until 2020. The latest numbers from the Federal Railroad Administration show just 26% of passenger tracks have fully operational PTC. And Congress's watchdog, the Nonpartisan Government Accountability Office, or GAO, anticipates 75% of America's commuter railroads will need the 2020 extension, at least.
Yeah, we're very concerned about that.
Susan Fleming, who scrutinizes PTC implementation for the GAO, told us even 2 more years may not be enough.
I am concerned that some railroads are going to have further service disruptions or eliminations in order to keep things moving and meet the time frames.
And that impacts the public.
It impacts the public, absolutely.
One executive warned Congress about some railroads using recalled parts to meet the December 31st deadline, like antennas installed on California's Altamont Corridor Express, which is rushing to qualify for a 2-year extension and was using the recalled equipment at the time of our interview with its executive director.
The smartest move to stay on time is to use the equipment while it is still functioning and get the testing and certification done.
Is that dangerous?
No.
After our interview, ACE replaced the antennas.
PTC is extremely important.
Reducing danger on the rails is why Robert Sumwalt, chairman of the NTSB, says the technology has been on its most wanted list for years. Sumwalt helped investigate the crash of Amtrak 188 in Philadelphia and many more. Does it make you frustrated that those have not been prevented yet?
It does make us frustrated because we know this technology is available. It needs to be implemented sooner rather than later. For every day that we go without PTC, we risk another Amtrak at Philadelphia.
Oh, and look at this, how the sun came out more right here. This is for you, Justin.
For Rich Zemser, whose nephew Justin now rests at Old Montefiore Cemetery on Long Island, the consequences of more delay lie at his feet.
If they had that positive train control in effect, we wouldn't be here.
On Long Island, New York, I'm Chief National Investigative Correspondent Mark Albert.